Okay, Aries, let's go ahead, and I've got the overall energy for the month of June as the Ten of Wands. This is overthinking, overanalyzing, making things more difficult than they really need to be. Obviously, when you look at this person is carrying these wands in the most unconventional way. If this person would just simply take all of these ideas, all these thoughts, and flip them on his back and move forward, his life would be a lot easier. And this is definitely a theme that I'm seeing for you. I did forget to mention, please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I always ask that at least one message come through for people who are watching this. If that has happened, I've done my job. So yeah, just a lot of overanalyzing, a lot of overthinking. I feel like this is you being a little bit resistant to the change that's coming your way as well. Like, you know where you need to go. You know that there's a new, brighter beginning waiting for you, or at least you're sensing that, but you're just a little on the fence. You're a little scared. And I feel like what I really want to say to you is it's really time for you to take back your power and assume your leadership role big time. The angel card advice that I pulled for you was innocence. And it says, Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in the truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. When I pull this card in personal sessions and in my videos, I always remind everyone that you can literally ask your angels, your guides, just to say, ask your angels, please take my anger and transmute it to love. Please take my fear and transmute it to love. Please take my worry and transmute it to love. It really makes a big difference. You can feel an energetic shift pretty quickly, actually. You just have to be willing to let it go and not hold on. So, okay, Aries. So for you, I definitely feel like there's a lot of confusion. I'm feeling a lot of, like I said, overthinking, overanalyzing. I do feel like towards the end of the month, the confusion is going to be over. I feel this nice little rebirth energy for you. But first, we need to address the issues of self-love, self-worth, and all of this thinking that's just no longer serving you. Again, for those of you who are feeling like there's this big, massive new birth coming in regards to creativity, I definitely feel like I want to encourage you to move towards it, to quiet your mind, to quiet your ego. When I'm holding this card, I feel like I'm hearing a lot of like, oh, that's never going to work, or I'm not too sure if that idea is worth it or not. I feel like I want to really tell you, like, yes, it's going to produce fruition for you. It's going to, or it's going to produce fruit for you. It's going to come into fruition for you. You just need to remind yourself that you can do whatever it is that you set your mind to. But you've got to kind of allow yourself to tame this inner beast. Listen to that intuition, listen to that heart, because you're feeling the guidance and the ideas and the suggestions and the intuitive nudges for a reason. You just have to put down the logic. And yes, there might be some challenges. I really feel like I want to say to you, like, there's going to need to be a need to balance this month. And that's going to offer you all kinds of new opportunities. Aries, you're a very quick moving sign, very action orientated. And I just feel like if you can allow yourself to kind of train that mind, to listen to that heart, to feel before you act this month, you're going to have a lot of room for growth and opportunities handed to you or come about for you. And abundance is coming. I definitely feel like some of you guys may be experiencing some abundance that you never even thought was possible, or it's just going to come out of the middle of nowhere. I've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is literally like the hand of God offering you new opportunities, new money. But you have to be willing to listen to your intuition and to be patient in order to receive this. Again, I feel like I want to say stepping out of your masculine energy and really stepping into that feminine energy of receiving. Yeah, boom. Outcome on that is the star. Wishes coming true. Believing in miracles. This is my miracle card. So again, whatever idea this is, you can do this. I don't care how weird it seems, how odd it seems, how different it seems. You're receiving these impressions and you're being led towards this new path for a reason. Yes, there's going to be a little bit of a challenge, or there may be challenges. You might have to face some things. Allow yourself to be balanced, because I'm telling you, there's miracles coming. So believe in yourself. For those of you who are in a relationship, and I'm definitely feeling this, for those of you who are feeling like they're stuck, um, you have to get past this. I also feel like for some of you, actually for quite a bit of you, there's a person in your life for a reason, and you need to accept this now. You need to get past this, especially those of you who are on what would be considered a catalyst awakening, a twin flame awakening, a soulmate awakening, whatever it is that you want to call it. This person has come into your life for a reason, to remind you what love is, to remind you who you truly are on a soul level, to remind you that happiness means that you're on the right path, not the other way around. And to remind you that you are to be attracted to those people who serve your higher good, to remind you to love yourself. These things don't just happen by accident. I think you've seen enough signs and synchronicities now that, this connection is real. And again, this is all to do with love. King of Cups, a place of self-love, self-worth, emotionally balanced. This could literally be a water sign as well, but I just feel very strongly like I want to say stop fighting that now. The situations that you're in right now, I definitely feel like you need to leave. Quit perceiving it as a failure. It needed to happen. Stand your ground. This might actually be some external forces as well trying to keep you from moving forward, or this could be your own thoughts, your own thinking. Again, I definitely feel a lot of overthinking with you this month, but you're not stuck. It's not the actual situation that's driving you crazy. It's your thinking that's driving you crazy. You can move forward. And for those of you who aren't sleeping, I've got the Nine of Swords here. For those of you who aren't thinking because of the over sleeping, because of the overthinking, you've got to put that, you got to nip that in the bud. You're a limitless being. You can do this new beginning. For those, I definitely feel like divorces, moving past old relationships, codependency, anything like that. You can do this. You're an Aries, for Pete's sake. Highly creative, independent person. I've got the Nine of Pentacles. If you can get over this over-analyzing, overthinking, thinking that everything is awful and nothing's going to turn out right for you, at 3 a.m. kind of thinking, this is who you're going to become. This is who you're being invited to become. The Nine of Pentacles. This is a woman who has more than enough. And it's because she's listened to her intuition. She's allowed herself to receive. She believes because she chooses to believe. She listens to her ideas, her new beginnings, the intuitive nudges that she's receiving, and then she acts. So lots of money, an abundance, miracles being prepared for you if you allow yourself. So, and the situation that you're being asked to release as well, I definitely feel like I want to say have some empathy and allow. It's interesting. I just feel a little bit of stubbornness around this situation. I'm not going to budge unless A, B, and C happens, or I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on this. And that kind of thinking is just not getting you anywhere. So it's okay to have those thoughts and say to yourself, okay, it's okay. I had that thought. Now I'm going to think of this, and I'm going to think of how positive this is going to be, or how, this type of energy will come through if I do this. We all have negative thoughts. It's choosing to listen to those, or to listen to what it is that we really want. I've got the Magician here for you. This is you really stepping into your power. I really feel like I want to tell you this month, step into your leadership role, take back your power, and quit being so hard on yourself, quit being so hard on other people, have some compassion, have some empathy. This is how you're going to take back your power. This is how you're going to step into your truth, into your soul mission. Yeah, by putting a rest to those thoughts, that overanalyzing, that overthinking. We've got the Magician here for you. And then at the end of the month, I've got the Empress, rebirth. And side note, for those of you who are wanting to serve, wow, that just jumped out. I feel like this is relevant. For those of you who are wanting to serve, you have to let go of your old self. It's time. You have to let go. You basically, a lot of people, and I've said this before in my videos, a lot of people see the Death card as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's It's a victory card. It's a victory over life or what you thought your life was or who you thought you were. You know, basically, once you've gone through an awakening and you are feeling more enlightened and you understand more, you basically kind of have to allow the higher self to take over and die to your lower self. And that's what I feel like is happening. So don't ignore the synchronicities. Don't ignore the signs this month. You are being called to a situation for a reason. A lot of healing energy I feel with this as well. Lots of creative energy. I'm feeling creative energy and healing energy, big time in this spread. Also, I feel like I want to say to you, if you're having a hard time acknowledging some of the healing stuff that you're going through, get around more like-minded people. I feel like that's necessary too, some support. Some of you guys, I definitely feel movement as well, like you're going to be moving, like a physical location. You're moving on, you're moving. Houses, definitely happening. But by the end of the month, I definitely feel like the confusion is going to be over, or you're going to be moving towards a spot of feeling like, okay, now I know a little bit more of where I'm going. So I love that. Great cards. I mean, if you can just get rid of this overanalyzing, this overthinking, you have so many beautiful cards. The World, the Star, the Magician, the Death card, rebirth energy all over. So I am going to pull a card from the Ascended Masters deck for you as well. Just remember, there's nothing to change or fix about yourself. You have the gifts that you have for a reason. You just have to believe you're worthy of this new beginning. That did not feel right. Yeah, take charge of the situation, Moses. It's like what I was saying earlier. I felt very strongly like you needed to assume a leadership role of some kind. So I am going to read that from the guidebook for you. Moses, take charge of the situation. It says you have the power to heal and alter the course of the situation. It is time for you to take charge and assume a leadership position. First, decide what you want. Be clear about the conditions that are acceptable or unacceptable to you. The universe responds when you're clear about your aims and intentions. The Ascended Masters will support your leadership role. Additional meanings for this card: talk open and honestly about your feelings. Make a decision instead of passively waiting. Give yourself permission to do what you feel is right. Don't wait. Take action and be your own authority figure. So definitely kind of goes with what I was talking about earlier. Just taking charge, taking back your power. I'm also going to pull 3 cards from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. For those of you who follow me, you know that I just absolutely adore the practical messages on these cards. So they tend to come right as we need them. Yeah, what I was just saying, let yourself receive. First message, allow others to give you loving care and receive without guilt or apologies. Allowing yourself to receive from the universe means opening yourself up to new possibilities and new situations without expectations. Allowing things to just flow, not trying to force outcomes. And for some of you who are wanting, like I said, to be self-employed, I just feel like allow that to happen. Allow that to happen. The second card I have for you is Playtime. It says the dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestation. Absolutely. Just because you're going through an awakening doesn't mean that you can't have fun or major life changes. Sometimes we have to get ourselves out of that other energy in order for us to be able to manifest more things to be joyful for in our lives. Helps us stay optimistic, helps us stay, in a good place. Yeah. Third card is worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. I think that card kind of speaks for itself. I'm also going to pull, I love this little deck. I'm going to pull a card from the Doreen Virtue Angel Therapy deck, as well as a Romance Angel card for you. Heal away addictions. It's time to let go of old behaviors that are blocking you from your true heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. Boom. This is that way of thinking, that overanalyzing, that overthinking, that not feeling like you're good enough, self-worth issues, anything like that that you've battled with. Side note, I do feel like I want to mention, this could just be for one person who's watching this video. I feel like I want to mention these thoughts that you've had since you were a kid, or having other people's words in your head, or being told that you're not good enough, or that you're not worthy enough, or I don't know, there's something to that. There's some sort of childhood issues that have led you to this addictive way of thinking, the conditioning that you've been exposed to. So it's really time to let go of that, because you are good enough. You are worthy enough. You have these gifts for a reason. I even want to use the word wounded healer. Like, you have to be, in order to become a healer, we have to go through a lot of crap, you know, because that's how we get the experience to help other people. So just a side note for some of you watching that, maybe even one of you, I don't know. It just felt like I needed to talk about that. So I am going to go ahead and pull a Romance Angels card for you as well. So please keep in mind that this doesn't have to be somebody who you are in a physical relationship with. It's whoever it is that you're thinking about. So go ahead and set your intentions. And I've got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps that you are guided to take. This really kind of encompasses what I was feeling like over here. Like, there's somebody in your life for a reason. You just have to let go of the old crap in order to get the new stuff, right?